Welcome to the world of Convo with Cino. Prepare to be captivated by the electric energy of Convo with Cino. Get ready for exhilarating interviews that put the spotlight on visionary business owners and trailblazing entrepreneurs across the realms of finance, fashion, fitness, and beyond.
We are live. What's happening? Happy Wednesday to all my good people, all my listeners, all my followers, all my subscribers, man. Shout out to you. Happy Wednesday. Happy to be back, man. Again, man. It's a lot going on in the world, y'all. And we're going to talk about just a little bit of it tonight, man. So let me make sure I'm on all channels. So if you're watching me now, you're probably watching from YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. So make sure you like and subscribe. That's what I need you to do. I need you to like and subscribe. Because we got a hot show for you tonight, man. I got one of my man, it's like a big brother to me, man. My good brother, Eric Blackmon Sr. on the coming through, man. So real shortly. So get ready. But you know what I got to do is shout out to my guy 22. Man, 22 won't be joining us tonight. He didn't quit the show, okay? But he got some things going on. So I just ask you to pray for him. Check on your people. Pray for 22. Pray for, we praying for you. Y'all pray for us, okay? Because it takes a lot to do this show every week. But again, shout out to my boy 22, and hopefully he'll be joining us, within the next few shows coming up. So you got me again, you got me working the boards solo. So we may have another interesting show. Hold on. I ain't even plugged my laptop up. Hold on. I gotta plug in. See, this it's gonna be one. We gonna make it through though. How'd y'all like the show last week? We made it through, right? We gonna make it through this week. Hold up. All right. Good. I almost go out on y'all. Let me make sure I got. Make sure I'm on all channels here. But I do got my co-host Cino in the next room. So if you hear her, she gonna be in the building. Miss Christina Williams in the building. My baby about to be 6, y'all. 6 next week. Well, next month. Almost gonna be like next week. But 6 years old, man. I'm excited. Father. We're gonna talk about that tonight with our guests too. But before I do that, before I bring my guest on, because he's a very, very busy man. Took a long time for me to get him on. But let me run through the disclaimer real quick. So I gotta make 22 proud of me, y'all. So hold on, let me do this before we get into anything. Let's do this. The views and opinions expressed during Convo with Cino Live are those of the host, guests, and contributors, and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Convo with Cino, its affiliates, or program enhancement coordinator 22. Viewer discretion is advised. This show is intended for informational and conversational purposes only. All right. So hold on. Let me get myself. You gotta praise progress, man. You gotta praise progress. So again, we got some dope stuff coming up, man. I got a contest coming up that I'm gonna be actually introducing, that anybody who wants to start a podcast, you're gonna have me as your coach. How about that? All right. So I got a hot contest coming up for you. So stay tuned. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this. Okay. But it's gonna take some commitment and some dedication. So it ain't easy. All right. But I'm gonna give you all the tools you need to start your own podcast. Before I get into that, before we get into our guests, let me actually give a few shout outs real quick. Of course, I got a shout out to my Ford Motor Company family, local 551. So guys, we got an event coming up. It's the Knock Out Heart Disease Fight for a Cause event. It's going to be actually the same event I've been promoting, but the date has changed. So it's February the 22nd, 2006 at the Union Hall in Chicago, Illinois. So this is brought to you by, the committee from President Chris Pina and the committees that run these different organizations through our union. So shout out to them and shout out to that event. So again, if you want something cool to do around February 22nd, make sure you check out this event, man. It's gonna be awesome. And I like that flyer too. Look good, guys. We represent. So what else I got real quick before I bring my guest on? And just to clear some things up, I want to kind of tell you what we do here at Convo with Cino. So I got two platforms, guys. I got a paid platform, and then I have Convo with Cino Live. What you're watching is Convo with Cino Live. So, I have a weekly guest. Sometimes I may have a guest, may not have a guest. I try to get guests because the purpose of Convo with Cino is to enlighten you on innovative people that you may not see every day or hear about, just real innovative, creative people that's doing something in the community, in the city, in the country, in the world, you know what I'm saying? So, if you want to be a guest on Convo with Cino on either platform, just reach out and hit me up. All right. So, without any more further stalling, I'm just waiting. Hold on. One more thing. The last few days, guys, of this special is coming up. So we got about 4 days left. February 1st is going up to $3.99. So make sure you tap in. I'm giving this thing away, guys. So make sure you tell a friend, whether you just got some things you want to get removed from your report, any negative items, from late payments, inquiries, those things are hurting your credit report. So I help get those things off and boost your score. We also do trade lines and things of that nature and help you build out a nice, firm credit profile. So that's our goal. So make sure you tap in, get with me, and because I'm my own sponsor to my own show. All right. So let me see if I got something else for y'all. I got a few things. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long tonight. But we gonna have some fun, man. Get ready because I got my big bro, man. This brother is he's doing some incredible things, man. After reading his background, and I've been knowing him since high school, and always known him to be just his work ethic, and to watch him grow, to see where he's at today, man, to just be affiliated with this brother, just to call him brother is just a pleasure, man, and a privilege and an honor, man. So I'm going to let him, share with you what he does, but he's actually the trustee for the Maryville Ross Township, and along with some other stuff. We're going to talk about some other stuff that they do. But, man, let me bring on my big bro, man, my brother, Eric Blackmon Sr. to the show. What's up, my brother?
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. We go back a long time, man. Long time, man. Growing up.
Yeah, brother.
Man, walking up, what's that, 9th and 9th Avenue. I'm walking to the projects home. I'm walking to Ivanhoe, God's been good, man. I appreciate you, Corey, man. Thanks for this opportunity to come on the show tonight to share a little bit about myself and my plans for the community that I supervise and that I am the trustee of Ross Township of. And I'm excited, man. Let's jump into it, brother.
Let's get it, man. So I don't even know where to start with you, man, because I know you, it's such an honor, man. But kind of tell the people who you are in this particular position that you hold. Like, what are the trustee? Like, what are your duties? You know what I'm saying? Tell the people who you are in this particular position. I want to talk about some of your past things, and what you're doing presently. But this particular position, what is it you do? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, a lot of people don't know a lot about Ross Township or any township. Rouse Township was founded in 1848 here in Rouse Township, Indiana, Lake County. So I am the first Black
Now,
trustee.
what is Ross Township? What is Ross Town? Or where is it? That's
Okay,
Maryville.
Ross Township is all of Maryville, South Hobart, Indiana, and North Crown Point, Indiana. We go from 53rd all the way to 101st, and on the Hobart side, we go from 61st in Cleveland all the way over to Route 51, right there by St. Mary's Hospital. There's a subdivision right there called Barrington Ridge. We cover that entire area over there. Ross Township splits between Hobart and Maryville like 4 times. 4 times it splits, but that's included in the area that I serve here in Ross Township. I have about 60,000 constituents in Ross Township. That's including Maryville, Hobart, and Crown Point, Indiana. So what my office does, we pretty much.
And tell us, who's Eric Blackmon? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to pretty much tell you what my office
does.
Right now, I'm over 4 parks. That's Hidden Lake Park, is in Maryville, Indiana. We have Green Acres, which is in Hobart. We have Independence Park, which is in Maryville, and we have Skinner Park that sits behind the Maryville High School. And also supervise 2 cemeteries here in Maryville. And also I run the trustee office. Basically what we do here is poor relief. Anybody who's struggling to pay their bills, anything with rent, to NIPSCO bill, to water bill, to sewage. And we also help with burial arrangements for anyone who lives here in Ross Township who passes away. We do cremation and we do funeral services for the residents here in Ross Township. Also, since my administration been in office, we've created several programs here within Ross Township. We do a lot for the veterans. We have a senior luncheon every 3rd Wednesday of each month, starting in March of each year. It goes all the way to December. One of my biggest things was my passion for the veterans and my passion for the elderly. Those are the people that is most, looked down upon in the community. So that was the most important thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to take care of the veterans, of course, and our senior. I don't call them seniors. I call them our senior people here in the community. But we've been going strong for 4 years. We started that program in March of 2023. That's when I took office. And we've been running the program ever since, man. It's a great program. We've also started summer programs for the Maryville Community Schools. We have a summer camp, and we started field trips. When we was young, we used to go to Deep River Water Park for field trips. So my granddaughter gave me the idea of starting the field trips here at Hidden Lake. So last year was our pilot program, man. Great program. We do all the elementary schools here in Ross Township and the Maryville Community Schools, and the kids have a phenomenal time. And what we do with the field trips, we teach fire safety and we teach water safety. I combine myself with the Maryville Community Schools, the Maryville Fire Department, and also Maryville Council. Councilwoman She is a big part of that program as well. So we started that program collaborate to build a bridge between the town of Maryville and the Ross Township Trustee's office. So we've been doing a lot of things in the community so we can show unity to the people here in Ross Township.
Wow. Man, that's a lot, bro. Now, as you're elected official, right?
Yes.
Your position is elected. And you've been doing this 4 years?
4 years. I was elected in 2022. I took office in 23.
Okay. And who was your predecessor?
Predecessor is Joseph Shudik. Joseph Shudik held that position for about almost 15 years. Joe came into office in 2010. He was the predecessor of John Ruda. John Ruda was trustee of Ross Township for 30 years. He passed back in, I'm going to say, 2009. He had won his office. He was going to take office again in 10. And Joe Shudik was brought in a caucus to take office as Ross Township trustee.
So I guess I say that to say that this must be a position that you got to have some passion, some love for, you know what I'm saying, to continue to run.
You have to have the passion for it. And my biggest passion is taking care of the people. I did social service for 16 years. I was a social service administrator. I started off as a direct care worker, and I worked my way up to the ranks as director, as supervisor, as administrator. But you have to have love for this job. You got to love the people. You have to. And this job for me is most important because to be a recipient of Calumet Township Trustee as a kid, you know, going to the food pantry, going to get clothing vouchers and things of that nature. Because if I didn't have those things in place coming up, you know, in school, you know how kids are treacherous. You know, they can talk about you, talk about your clothes and things of that nature. So even since I've been in office, I started a clothing voucher for kids within the Maryville community schools. They can come in, they can get clothing vouchers from three different vendors that we have. So they can go to school and feel comfortable and have to worry about kids talking about them, this, that, and the other, because it's bad because a lot of parents don't have these resources. And my thing as trustee, I try to open up as many resources as I can for the community. You have to, you know, we jumped off on January 9th. We started our own food pantry. So the food pantry now is held here within my office here at 26 West 73rd Avenue. And what we do is we residents of Ross Township, they come in, they get vouchers, and we provide food vouchers to them. And we have it every Friday of each month. Right now, we're going to break ground for our new facility, which is going to be housed right across the street from our office. My thing is, I think for me, people need to eat more than one day a week. They have to eat more than one day a week. So my goal is to feed people at least twice a week and provide at least one hot meal. And also our new facility will have a shower in there for the homeless. So the homeless people can come in and they can take showers. That's my vision. That's my goal. And I have some other things that I'm working on here within Ross Township. I must say my administration has done tremendous things here in the last 3 years. It's not 4 years yet. This is my last year within my term. But again, you know, my goal is to continue to do great works here within the community, bring more entertainment to the parks, start more programs for the youth and things of that nature, and also expand different programs that we have here within the office. Because again, we're here to serve. We're here to serve, and me and my staff have done a tremendous job the last 3 years on giving the people of Ross Township what they want.
Man, you sound like you ready for president, man. What's up, man? What's up, man? What you doing, man? You practicing for something, man? What's up?
I'm trying to make a difference, man. That's what it's about. You know, most politicians they talk that talk, but with me, you know, I'm in my office 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. You know, by law, I'm only have to be in my office 24 hours a week, but I'm in my office at least 40 plus hours a week while holding down the full-time job in the mill and running my trucking company. So again, you have to love what you do, man. You got to love the people to do what I do.
I love it, man. I love it. You know, I'm like, what my man for pay for food. I love the hustle.
The hustle.
I love it.
The hustle.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love the grind. So as trustee, man, what is the trustee? Like, and what is the hierarchy of Ross Township? Is there a mayor there? Is that like what is your position? What's the hierarchy there?
The trustee is the highest elected component in Ross Township and Maryville. Maryville doesn't have a mayor. They have a town manager, and they have 7 councilmen and women, and they also have a town manager. Compared to Hobart, which has a mayor, and Crown Point, they have a mayor as well. But in that sense, you still have trustees are the longest running government in Indiana. Most people don't realize that. Before towns and before cities, only thing we had here in Indiana was townships. That's how people knew where you were. That's how people knew your name, this, that, and the other. Your family names was townships. So we are the longest running government in the state of Indiana. are township trustees.
Okay. Man, well, man, first of all, man, congratulations, man. I remember when you first ran, and I was like, well, oh man, and just watching you, man, from Dunkin' Donuts, from a kid, working at Dunkin' Donuts, man.
Right. Dunkin'
You
Donuts.
went from
Dunkin' Donuts really prepared me for life. My manager, Paul Eberwein, we're still good friends to this day. He really showed me the way. He gave me the business mind, and he taught me you can't take things personal because it's business. A lot of people can't separate the two, but I work towards the business. I don't take anything personal. I do what's best, not for me, but I do what's best for the people.
And how did it feel, man, like being, like, even back in the day, man, when you were in high school working at Dunkin' Donuts, you had the Calvins, remember Calvin from, McDonald's commercial?
Yes.
Then you had the Dunkin' Donuts, gotta make the donuts commercial. So how did it feel, man, like that's, because like you said, as kids, man, we were young. So, people, talking about you jiving or whatever. Pretty much. How was that, man?
It pretty much worked in my favor because I started working at Dunkin' Donuts when I was 13 years old. I started off mopping floors, cleaning toilets, taking out garbage. And respectfully, man, I took pride in my job. Always took pride in my job. And I love what I do. If I put my name on something, it's got to be done right. So Dunkin' Donuts prepared me for life experiences. Basically, I got talked about in high school. I got talked about in junior high school. Oh, you work at Dunkin' Donuts, time to make the donuts. But all that changed when I started bringing donuts to school for everybody. When I started helping my peers get jobs at Dunkin' Donuts, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? A good friend of mine, James Jones. Remember James Jones? Went to Horseman. And he was one of the ones that I helped get a job at Dunkin' Donuts. And crazy thing about it was his first check, right? His first check, his mom told him, she said, you know what? You got to look out for people who look out for you. Me not expecting it, right? I'm in high school, and James called me at the school. He said, hey, man, my mama told me to give you this $5. I said, you got to give me $5. He said, no, my mom told me to give you this $5 for looking out for me, this, that, and the other, and I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I took that $5. You know what I'm saying? That's my bus fare to get from Horseman High School down to Grant Street, 33rd and Grant Street to Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I'm saying? So even with saying that, man, Dunkin' Donuts really prepared me for life. Like I said, I started off working there when I was 13 as a porter. When I left there, I was district manager running 8 stores. So again, my life experiences have really prepared me for things that I'm doing here now in the community of Ross Township.
Wow, man. And speaking of work ethic and things like that, man, you're a scholar, man. I mean, tell us a little bit about, your educational background. I mean, from high school.
Let's talk about high school. So from high school, I received a scholarship from Ivy Tech State College and NIPSCO. I was the first recipient of the NIPSCO scholarship. They paid for me to go to Ivy Tech for 2 years. After I finished there at Ivy Tech, I got an HVAC certification. Then I transferred those credits to Indiana University. Indiana University, I studied criminal justice and psychology. Okay, attended IU for 2.5 years. Also pledged one of the greatest fraternities that's on the face of the earth.
I knew that. I knew that was coming. You got that out your bio, but I knew it was coming.
I left Ivy Tech and I went to Indiana University, but I didn't graduate from Indiana University. I ended up graduating from Tiffin University. They are out of Ohio. That's when I started my online education. And I was able to do that because I've always been a worker. I always had to provide for myself, my brothers, my family. So I had to work. So me going to school online was great for me at that time. I ended up getting a bachelor's of science in public administration. Actually, I'm excited to say, as of May of 2026, I will have my business administration, my MBA from Western Governors University. I graduate May 6th of 2026. So I am
Come
excited.
on, man. Hold on.
Very excited about that. Yes. Very
That's
excited.
dope, man. Hold on. I got horns for that, man.
Appreciate it. Hey, I was always told when I was in school, it's not when you finish. It's not when you finish, just finish. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
That's going to be a very great accomplishment for me because I'm preparing myself for the future and other opportunities. You hear people say all the time, you have to be able to accept challenges in life, and you also have to be able to be ready when opportunity presents you. So I'm positioning myself for other opportunities here in my political world and CEO worlds and CFO worlds and all that. So I'm preparing myself for my future within the next 8 years, because 8 years I'll be retired. They say
when preparation and opportunity meet, that's when that equals success, man. And that seems like the mantra of your career, man. And so tell us about, so you full-time, so how do you balance all of this, bro? I mean, full-time job, about to retire. I know I do a lot because people ask me this question all the time. Like, man, how do you do everything you do? So you at the job, you're only one person. So you
right.
Town trustee for not no small little huckleberry trustee. You know what I'm saying? Trustee, right. Your father, husband, you are full-time job, you're in school, you have a trucking business.
Trucking business, yes.
Part of the greatest fraternity, you know what I'm saying? How you do all this, man? I'm gonna take notes on this, man. How you do this?
People always ask me how I do what I do, and again, you have to have the passion to do what I do. It's a balance. People don't realize that, yes, I get tired. I get tired. So what I did was, when I took this position, what I did was I rescheduled myself in the steel mill. So I still work about 48 to 50 hours a week in the mill, but I work midnights. I work shifts 6P to 6A, 4 to 5 days a week. But that enables me to be in my office, and that enables me to do things that I need to do at the trucking company and to move around. So, and again, I can't do nothing without my God. He makes this happen. He makes all this happen, man. That's the only way I can do what I do, by the grace of God, because he has tremendously blessed me through the years. And one of my main things that I know that God put in my life is to take care of his people. Everybody's not going to take care of his people. And my purpose in life was, what God put me is to take care of his people. And that's what my purpose in life is. And that's what I do. 24 hours a day, I make sure God people are taken care of. And again, I love doing it. I love doing it.
Man.
That's my balance. Yes.
Yeah. And you used to do some credit repair too, man. Now that I think about it, I was one of your clients.
Oh man, yeah, I did credit repair from about 2012 to 2015, man. That was another hustle. It was a hustle, but the credit game has changed through the years, man. It used to be as simple as typing a few letters, going online, disputing things of that nature. Just keep it going. But through the years, the credit repair game has changed. And I just didn't have the time to commit to do that any longer, because people want it take 30 years to mess your credit up, but people want their credit fixed overnight. And we both know that can't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
The clients are not.
Hold on. I got to drop the bomb on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very time consuming, but I did it for about 3-4 years, man. I have some happy clients. I have some unhappy clients, but it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the game. And then when you're fixing people credit, you tell them not to run your credit. Then you look at the credit report. They went to the car lot. They bought a $30,000 car. You got a repo on the credit that I'm trying to get off. You know what I'm saying? So it was a challenge, man. So I just left that alone.
But that just goes to show you always been trying to help people. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
You know, always, man. And you actually warned me about some people in the past too, man. So you know, you always been big bro, man. So we got a funny story, you know, me and you in Chicago.
Right.
So many years ago, so when I got out of high school, my career wasn't as illustrious as yours. You know what I'm saying? Now, I did work at Dooms Bowling Alley when I was 16. So I'm like you. I did have a job. I worked at Dooms Bowl, 16 years old, part-time. You know what I'm saying? But when I got out of school, I did go to Ivy Tech for a little bit, but my family owned they ran a masonry, tuck point, and bricklaying company. Yes, so I started working with them, making good money, you know, but it was dangerous work. It was hard work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 21 years old. I'm probably I'm in my early 20s or something.
Right.
I'm doing this. I'm downtown Chicago. And, you know, and nobody I'm from Gary, Indiana. So who am I going to run into downtown Chicago that I know? Nobody. So out of all the people, I'm hanging on the side of this building on this scaffolding.
30 feet up in the air. 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
At least 30 feet in the air.
Yeah. I'm high up, but I see, but I can see the people on the ground. And I'm like, wait a minute. I know that better. I said, that's my boy. I said, hey, what's up? You looked up like, man, what's up, Gordon?
Hey, man, what are you doing up there? Oh, man, that was good stuff, man. Because what's the chance of that happening? You know what I'm saying? Downtown Chicago. You know, and I tell people this all the time, man. God put you different places at different reasons. God sent different people in your life for different reasons, man. And that's something, man, we could talk about and tell our grandkids about, man, until we going off this earth, man. Not only was that a great experience for you, it was a great experience for me to see my man up there getting this hustle on, man, 30 feet in the air. And I told you that day, I said, I would never get on the scaffold and go up there and do what you was doing, man. So that was good.
But I was proud of you. It gave me motivation because I'm like, dang, man, this brother down here in the mix with the, I don't know what you was doing, but I'm like, whatever you doing, you look like you was on business. You blended in well with the people. And I'm like, man, that's what I want to do. So you inspired me, bro. Real talk.
Down in business, man. Yes, it was. Down in business. Yes.
Yeah, man. So and to this day, man, you still own business, man. So tell us about some of the events you had at the Hidden Lake, man. I've been seeing some flyers, car shows, and different things. What you got? Tell us about how the events are going, and tell us about what you got coming up.
So the thing here is Hidden Lake is one of the beautifulest parks in Lake County, Indiana. And now it's the safest park. It's the safest park in Lake County, Indiana, because since I've been trustee, what I've done was we installed 8 cameras. We have 8 cameras inside of Hidden Lake Park. We also have license plate readers. So my biggest thing was I wanted to make the park safe because we're doing more activities out there. So you're going to have more crowds and things of that nature. And when you have crowds like that, sometimes people seem to think they can take advantage of the system. So my thing was I got a grant from Lake County Commissioners, received a grant for $168,000. So what I did with that money was I invested in a state-of-the-art camera system, and I also bought equipment for my staff. We bought new lawn equipment because if you ever been to Hidden Lake, you see how much land we have and how much grass we have. And my guys do a great job of taking care of the park. Like I said, if not the best park in Lake County, Indiana, one of the best parks in Lake County, Indiana. And what we do is we have different activities out there in the summertime. One of our biggest events is Stepping on the Lake. That's one of our biggest events. We bring R&B showcase. We have a country showcase. We have things for the children, movie in the park. We have the Easter Bunny Blast 2.0, 1.0, 3.0. This year will be 4.0. And we have a lot of community partners that come in and they help us to do what we do. A lot of things we can't do without community partners. One of the biggest contributors of the community partners is our senior luncheon. Last year, my chief of staff, Antigua Austin, what she did was she secured each and every month for people to come in and fund our senior luncheon. For the first year and a half, we paid for that out of pocket. That wasn't within our budget, but we still made it happen because we're here to make a difference in the community. So without saying that, we have car shows. We have people who do other things out there. We have the riding wranglers. They come out there, they do things. The Corvette Club. We have a social center that we rent out for baby showers, for birthday parties and things of that nature. We redid the social center my first year in office. We got new flooring, new lights in there. So we enhanced the fishing pier in the back. I'm not sure if you all remember that the bridge fell in 2000.
I remember that.
Steel structured bridge out there within the park. We also have a outside fitness court that the residents can come out there and have their phones and scan and teach them how to, use the equipment out there, things of that nature, because we want to promote healthy living and we want people to live longer and healthier lifestyle. So that was one of the reasons why we put the outside fitness court outside. And we do have I've been seeing a lot of people now utilize our sledding hill. We have a sled hill in back of the fitness court that the kids can come out and have a good time, man. So it's all in enhancing. And my future goals for Hidden Lake Park is amazing. I'm working on a splash pad. I'm working on putting a state-of-the-art ice rink out there for winter activities. And people don't know. They think because you're a politician, you have money to play with. Not all politicians have money to play with. My budget is about $3 million a year. That's not much, including salaries and maintenance, and we pay municipal bills just like everybody else.
Salary. That's salary mostly.
$3 million a year is not a lot of money to play with, but my goal is to go outside the budget. My goal is go outside the budget, look for different opportunities, look for grants, look for donators. That's the biggest thing. When I came into office, we had about $100,000 in donations. We had about $100,000 in donations when I came into office, and that money dwindled by just feeding the food pantry. Food pantry is supposed to be for donations. The food pantry is not allocated in our budget. So again, we went out. We had to think outside the box. We went out and we started getting grants from the USDA. We received one year a grant for $1,500. The next year we received a grant for $26,000. So things like that help us to fund our food pantry. We do use a big donator is Leanich in Hobart is a big distribution company. They donate a lot of frozen food to us that we give back to the community. We give everything back to the community and make sure that the residents are getting the services that they need here in Ross Township.
Yeah. How in conjunction with the Barber Weston, the Barber Center, is that because that's close?
Yeah, that's the
how has that been?
Barber Community Center here in Maryville. That belongs to the town of Maryville. That doesn't have anything to do with the township. That's why I try to explain to people that Ross Township and the town of Maryville are two government entities. They're two government entities. My office, like I said, we over the poor relief, the full parks, the cemeteries, and things of that nature. But we have bridged the gap with the town of Maryville. We collabo last year. We had about 3 activities.
Yeah, because the people riding down Broadway can't tell what's what. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know, but that's why I like to explain to people all the time that the two are two different government entities. But in the future, I look forward to continue to working with the town of Maryville to do great things here within the town of Maryville and Ross Township.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, brother, I want to give you your flowers, man. While you're here, I'm super proud of you, man. And again, like I said before, man, it's an honor to know you and to call you big bro. You know what I'm saying? To just, have that love and to see, where you were and what you've been doing, man. So you're inspiration, man, to a lot of people, man. For real.
Thank you, man. And respectfully, to see where you are right now, Corey, man, means a lot to me as well. Because growing up with someone, man, My dad always told me, you surround yourself around people who wants the same things out of life that you want in life. And what you do is what you see now, the people that you surrounded yourself around are still right next to you. You know what I'm saying? You have the ones that are maybe, dead or gone. They was doing different things that we weren't doing when we were coming up. But now you see God's plan. All this is God's plan. And my thing is, I tell people all the time, man, just keep waking up in the morning. Just keep waking up in the morning. I haven't always had a great life. I haven't always had great opportunities. But what I did in life was I never hated on anybody else. Even when my closest friends were winning, I never hated on them. I never like, why not me, God? What I would do was I would say, you know what, God, I'm thank you now for the blessings and the opportunities that you have for me in the future. And that's what I tell people all the time, man. Just keep waking up. Keep waking up. Keep waking up, striving, and doing better for yourself, because you got to first help yourself before you're able to help anybody. And my kids and my grandkids, I tell them all the time. My baby girl will be like, Dad, she call and check on me every day because she know I'm the breadwinner. If something happened to Daddy, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But just the respect that my children have for me and my grandkids have for me, the community leaders and my staff. And I tell people all the time, I'm nothing without my staff. I'm nothing without my staff, man. My staff, my office can run itself. My office can run itself. But me as a leader, I have to lead by example. I just can't say because I'm the boss, I'm not coming in today. I have to lead by example. And like I say, I'm in my office at least 4 to 5 days a week to show my staff we're here to work together. If I can do it, you can do it. You see what I'm saying? And not only that, I prepare my staff. I'm preparing my staff to take different roles in the community, not to just work for me. You know what I'm saying? I prepare my staff to be bosses. I prepare them for their future and whatever God have in store for them. So when they leave me, they can be able to go and lead others. So that's where I'm at, Corey.
Hey, speaking of Indiana, specifically NIPSCO, man. What's going on with the NIPSCO situation in Northwest Indiana, man? A lot. It's been on the news. And for those who don't know, for those listening, NIPSCO is the power company, the electric and gas company for Northwest Indiana. Very big company, like ComEd and things like that in Chicago. What's going on with NIPSCO, man?
Well, the price hikes.
Or RIPSCO, as they call it.
Hey, it's the price hike. And that's not just with the residents. That's also with government. It's also with big business. And next week, they're having a kind of like a rally next week. I think the 6th is going to be at the NIPSCO office in Maryville. And I'll be out there to support the people and let them know that I'm here to support as well, because it not only affects them, it affects me as well, because I live here within Ross Township, and it affects all of us. And I just want to let the people know that I'm here to support you, and whatever we can do to use our voices as one to make them understand that these price hikes are ridiculous. They are ridiculous. I mean, you got people, NIPSCO bills going from $200 to $300 to $500 to $600 to $1,000, man. And these are people. These are people that's barely making it within the community. You see what I'm saying? They barely living paycheck to paycheck. You know, and that's one thing that my office do offer. If you come into my office, if you're struggling with your NIPSCO bill and you haven't, you're not working or something happened that you couldn't work for maybe a couple of weeks or a month or so, you're on disability, that's when you come into my office and you qualify. Once you qualify, I tell people all the time, you have to qualify. The most important thing people need to do when they come into my office is be honest. To be honest when you come in here, don't say, hey, I haven't worked, but you got my investigators or my case managers found an account of yours with about $6,000 in it, you know what I'm saying? So we have tools in place to help people. But when you come into my office, you have to be very transparent. You have to be honest, because I want to help people. My staff know I want to help people. I don't want anyone to come through those doors in the front and not get help. People always say, well, we were denied. No, you wasn't denied. You didn't qualify, because we asked people to bring in the bill. We asked people for their bank statements. People use a lot of money with their cash apps and their Zelles and things of that nature. And when they come in, they hide it. They hide it. But the only thing you need to do when you come into my office is be transparent. To say, hey, if you need help, we want to help you. But if we can't help certain people who come in, we have other resources. That's where we build community partners, things of that nature, because if we can help you, I'm going to send you outside my door with somebody who can help you. So that's my goal, is to help each and every person who comes within my office.
Yeah. Speaking of that, man, have you heard about this? Amazon, man, is laying off about 16,000 workers, man, across the country, man. And along with Amazon, other businesses, and they're investing into AI.
Yes.
So what's your thoughts on the workforce moving forward in the implementation of AI and how that's affecting the workforce?
Well, with me is very scary. Coming from the era of fast food, McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts and the Wendy's and the Burger Kings, you always had a person there to take your order.
Cool.
But we have to remember the reason why a lot of big companies are using AI and other things like that, because they want to get rid of the workforce. It's cheaper for them to pay for a computer system. When you pull up to White Castle right now, that's virtual. No one's taking your order anymore. I think that is bad. It's bad for American people, because the thing is, even when I go to grocery stores, I don't use the self-checkout. I just don't do it, because when you use self-checkout, that is eliminating jobs. And as a union guy, I want my union brothers and sisters to work. So that's one thing I sway away from.
Yeah.
But big business, Corey, is big business. The big billionaires, they're going to do everything they can to cut back to make more money. They're just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? With right now, Amazon have semi trucks that drive themselves. They're preparing for the future. You won't need anyone. And then when they pull up to the warehouses, they're going to have another robot or drone or some type of mechanism to unload the truck. And this is why we as Americans have to get out and vote. We got to get out and vote, not just for the presidential election. We have to vote for our local politicians as well, because you got these big warehouses out here within Maryville, Hobart, and Crown Point, Indiana. These are supposed to be places that the government and the local officials gave these people tax abatements for 10 and 15 years. You see what I'm saying? To hire local residents and things of that nature. But are they holding up to their contracts? If you're getting a tax abatement, why are you trying to get rid of jobs? Because of technology. Why should the American people and the local residents have to suffer because of technology? If they're willing and they're able to work, let these people work. But even Walmart started the self-checkout. They're stopping that sometime this year. They're stopping it. No, they're supposed to stop that.
Because of theft? Because of theft or what?
One of the main reasons is theft. It's because of theft.
Yeah. Man. So man, it's I work at Ford Motor Company. So we build the Explorer. I work literally across from robots. I see a robot doing a job that somebody used to do every day.
Oh yeah, remember I was there. Remember I was there as well. Remember you had the situation out there at Ford. I worked at Tower Automotive. I was a supervisor over there, and we used robots the frames for the Ford Taurus and the Explorer truck. They came right off the line. Most of that work is done by a robot. All the welding and all that stuff is done by a robot. I mean, even with you guys at Ford, it used to be a time that they had people who drove the cars just off the line making $50, $60 an hour. They stopped that. They stopped that. They went back and redid all the pay scales and things of that nature. So this just didn't start now, Corey. They put these things in place about 15 to 20 years ago, brother. About 15 to 20 years ago. And what they're doing is they're eliminating good jobs to keep the billionaires. It's hard for the hard working man and woman right now. It's very hard. And then to instill those work ethics in our kids coming up, they don't want that. They want the AI jobs. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to get up and have to get in their car and warm their car up like we did to go to work. They want to get up and put them headphones on and just go to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different day, and it's just a different time. It's a different day and different time. So I still
do both of them. I put the headphones on, but I'm taking my butt to the room. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need them benefits. I need them benefits for these little girls over out here in the next room.
That's what I'm talking about. And our kids don't understand. They don't understand that. Like I said, my baby girl, she's 19, you know. And the good thing about it is she don't have to worry about any benefits or anything like that until she's 26 because of the benefits that I have at my job. Even my oldest boy, my youngest son, they were able to reap all those benefits as a working man, as a working father. So I would continue to the day I die, man, take care of my family, brother. Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Hey, man, what's going on? What you think about this minute? All this stuff that's going on with ICE and in Minnesota, and I hear that they're trying to buy a building in Maryville to hold ICE captures or refugees or whatever.
Yes, I'll give you my take on that. And I'll give it to you from a personal standpoint and a political standpoint. You know, what's going on in our country right now, man, is very devastating and is very scary. We're living in some scary times right now because we have a leader. We have a person in power. I'm going to say this. We have a person in power who really don't care about the American people. Only thing he cares about is big business and the billionaires, his buddies, things of that nature. To sick ICE on American people, man, is disgusting to me. What's going on in Minnesota right now is disgusting to me. Within a month, we've had 2 people to die because of unprofessional and untrained people that you just gave them a name and you just gave them a uniform and you gave them a gun to terrorize the American people. And that's what I think that is. This is a form of terrorism in our own country with the ICE agent being on the streets. And that's something that I never thought I would see in my lifetime, but it's going on right now. And it's a very scary time. And again, it's up to the people. I tell people all the time, it's up to the people. We have to get out and vote. We are the ones who put these politicians in office. We're the ones. And you have to start holding these politicians accountable of what they do and what they're not doing, because your vote means a lot. People always say, oh, me voting don't mean anything. Yes, it does. And the reason I can say that, my first election was in 2022. I only won the election. I won by 17 votes. 17 votes. And I worked my ass off, bro. I worked my ass off to get the votes that I got. If I didn't work as hard as I worked, I wouldn't be sitting right here where I'm sitting today. And I'm glad. In this election that I'm doing right now, I'm going to work just as hard as I did from the first time. Because right now I've shown the people in the community who I am. I showed them what we do. Me and my staff, we are in the community each and every day. You don't see me out just shaking hands and kissing babies around election time. I'm to the streets every day. I go to places that some people and some politicians won't go. These are the people who elected me in office. I don't frown.
Hey man, you came in. Hey man, you on Convo with Cino, baby.
Get out of here, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. It's a pleasure to be on here with you, brother. It really is.
You know,
it's definitely a pleasure.
A lot of politicians. You the first politician I had on the show, man.
That's good. I am not gonna be your last. And
absolutely
about the warehouse that they're bringing, the talks of a warehouse that they're bringing to the town of Maryville. Maryville Town Council last night voted against that. They voted against that. So that's kudos to the council men and women of the town of Maryville. They signed a resolution.
See, a lot of people don't know this, man. A lot of people they try to do this stuff under the rug, and thank God for good media outlets, man, that let people know what's going on, and people like yourself, man, that's out here, informing the community on what's happening right under our noses sometimes,
But you got to realize, Cino, that was done on a federal level. They tried to slide that warehouse in without permission from the town council. And they found out and they stopped it. They found out and they stopped it. They said, we don't want no parts of that. So again, kudos to the town of Maryville, the councilmen and women who made that decision last night to shoot that decision down. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Man, let me see, man. Let's get into some fun stuff, man. Did you see D Rose, man? I know you're a sports guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what
I did see that. I seen when he retired his jersey and everything. He had his family come out and everything. Great, man. Hometown legend, man. D Rose is definitely a hometown legend, man. Respectfully, his career within the NBA, he had his heights, he had his lowest, but you know what? He's still here. And that's what life's about, man. In any field that you're in, man, you're going to have your ups, you're going to have some downs. You know what I'm saying? Even here with my position, it ain't always been peaches and cream, I must say. You know, it was very hard coming into office with not knowing certain things, with not my staff knowing certain things. But what I did was I put people in positions that I know and I trust that we all going to learn together. And we learned the job together, man. And we still here. And we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to finish this year out. We're going to start 2027 stronger than ever with different programs, different things for the people in the community, different activities, man. We got some good stuff planned for Ross Township. And I'm going to say this. I tell people all the time, I'm going to be Ross Township trustee until I don't want to be Ross Township trustee no more, because I give the people what they want. You can't have nobody in office just sitting there collecting a paycheck, not taking care of the people. Trustees are designed to take care of the community. And that's what I love doing. And that wasn't my first political aspiration. I wanted to be a councilman, right? I was going to run for councilman for the town of Maryville. But when the trustee spot came out, I took a look at it. And I tell anybody, if you want to be a part of something, man, don't listen to what nobody say. Do not listen to what nobody say. You do your due diligence, you research. Yeah. Before I came into office, man, I can honestly say I knew the budget. I knew the budget from 2013 all the way to 2022 because I studied it. I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. I did the history of Ross Township. That's why I know how long John Ruder was in office. You know, we have trustees of Ross Township that's named. We have trustees that named after schools here in Hobart and Maryville, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do your due diligence when you want to be a part of something. So with my 16 years of social service experience, it was just like, hey, why I want to be a councilman for? I can be a trustee and continue to do what I love doing, and that's taking care of people. And that's what I love doing. It's taking care of people. The passion and what drives me to get up every day and do this job, because I know others are not going to do what I do for the people here in Ross Township. They're going to talk about what they're going to do in the election. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Why are you going to talk about it when me and my administration are already doing it? And we're going to continue to do it. It's that, brother.
Wow. Whew. Man, bro. And that's legacy. You know, I like that, what you said, because like you said, what you're building a position of legacy, man, where your kids, you know, just like you knew who ran, just like I asked you that question, who was your predecessors? You knew those people. You named them all, right? And so now when you pass the torch on, when somebody interviewed you, they said, man, who was your predecessor? Man, Eric Blackmon Sr., man, he held this position he did blah, 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 blah. He got schools, he got streets named. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's powerful, bro.
Yes.
That's powerful.
That's key. That's key, not only in just any position within life. I tell my kids all the time, man, if they had Google when we was in school, if they had Google when I was in high school, straight A student I would have been. But they didn't have Google. We had to go to the library.
Let's take it further back. Chat GPT.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we had to go to the library on 5th. We had to go to the library here in Maryville. The library on 5th Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
They got it made, man. They got it made. But that made us stronger. That made us stronger as individuals, man. That's why we're still here, bro. This is why we're still here,
man,
making a difference in the community.
You got some supporters on this tapping in, man. We got she got to say it with your chest.
That's Councilwoman She's a councilwoman here in Maryville. Yes, town of Maryville.
Okay.
She's one of the ones that made that decision last night. Yes.
Yeah, man. You got Brother Easy. You got my girl Crystal Delane. She tapped in. G Money said get it easy.
That's right. That's Gary O. That's Gary O, Corey.
That's Gary O. What's up, G? What's up, man? Hey, man, and you got a cold crew, man. Give your crew a shout out, man. I seen y'all we were all at the NAACP event, man. Wasn't that a beautiful Black Excellence event, man?
That was a great event, man. And it was great to even engage with different politicians, different people that I grew up with. Eddie Melton, Eddie Melton is my frat brother. Me and Eddie came up through the ranks together, man. And just to see even Barry Tyler, he's a councilman out in Hammond, man. Just to see my frat doing things in the community, man. We've had in the last 15 years, we've had three to five chiefs that were Kappas. You have the Gary Cotter, you got the Robies, you got Anton Titus, you got my man Derek. You know what I'm saying? It's just again, my father always told me, surround yourself, Derek Cannon, surround yourself around people, man, who want the same things out of life that you want. And Gary's my park superintendent right now as well, man.
Okay.
Gary runs the parks here within Ross Township, man. Yeah, so Gary's always been my ace, my dog, man.
Oh, I know that's your dog. I already know. I know the crew.
Yes, and again, man, like I said, you have to surround yourself around people that you trust and people who want to help you grow and grow themselves. And even my chief deputy, Antiqua Austin, we've all had a working relationship for years. She used to work for Gary when he was the chief at the police department. So none of this is by chance. And we're going to continue to do great works here in Ross Township, Corey. I'm just going to say this while I have the platform to say it. Right now, I announced my second term as Ross Township Trustee. I need you all to get out to these voting polls. Tell your friends, tell your families, tell your kids who just turned 18 the importance of voting. I need y'all to get out and vote for Eric A. Blackmon Sr. on May 5th. On May 5th. 2026. That's our primary here in Indiana. I need y'all to get out and vote for me so we can keep doing great things here in Ross Township. I'm a man that's doing the job. I'm not talking about what I'm going to do when I get in office, this, that, and the other. We're doing it, and we're doing amazing. We're doing an amazing job, my administration is, and we're going to continue to do great works here at Ross Township.
Man, bro. Whew. Well, I ain't gonna get into too much mess with you tonight, man, because every time I get on topic, man, you're a real politician. Well, every time I get on the topic, you spin it right back to the township.
That's what I do, bro. That's what I do, man.
I'm gonna leave the mess alone tonight. I'm gonna get into the mess next week, man. We're gonna keep it straight. We're gonna keep it straight politics tonight.
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I'll elaborate a little bit on it, but hey, I ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Yes. Hey, I tell people all the time, man, I'm a man for the people, not politics, man. I'm a man for the people.
They probably ask you, what you want for dinner? Chinese or Mexican? Well, I'm thinking about having been at the Ross Township.
I spin it back.
Every question leads back to the township, man.
Back to the township, brother. Right back here.
I love it, man. Hey, E, man, we're gonna have to sit down, man, face to face and do this again, man, so we can really dive deep into who you are, the man that you are, man, and the hats that you wear. And just to inspire some more people, man. But this has been great. Any last word, anything you want to say, man, before we end? Matter of fact, let me throw up. Hold on, I got your whole. Let me see. I got the banner, man. We gonna
Okay, I appreciate that.
Here we go. Go give it to us again, man.
You can follow us on Ross Township. We have an Instagram page. We have a Facebook page. We have a TikTok page. You can follow us on Ross Township Trustee.com. We have a web page. If you want to come out, you want to rent our facility, you want to have a family reunion in the park, anything like that, follow us on all the social media platforms. And also, I'm going to leave you with this. I am having a fundraiser on March the 19th. It's going to be at Innsbrook Country Club. We're going to have a nice feast. We're going to have a comedian, Damon Williams. He's going to come out and have a great show for us, man. It's going to be a fundraiser. And the ticket's going to start off at $150. It's going to be from 6 to 9 on March the 19th at Innsbrook Country Club. I want to see you all there. I had to have my people bring down the price of the tickets because I don't want just politicians there. I want the everyday people here, people who's going to get out to the polls and vote for me. I don't want to have a high ticket of $400 or $500. So we went back and we redid it. So the ticket's going to be $150. That's going to include buffet style food, entertainment. We're going to have a cash bar. We're going to give away some prizes. We're going to have a great time, man. And I want the people to come out and support me for my second term here for Ross Township Trustee.
When is that? What's that date again? I'm going to check.
It's going to be March 19th.
What date is that?
March 19th is a Thursday. It's going to be at Innsbrook Country Club. Located.
Yeah, that's a very nice place. Yeah, I haven't been there in a while, but I remember it being very nice. I'll be there, bro. I'll definitely be there.
I appreciate that, Corey.
Yes, sir, man. Well, hey, man, it's been real. It's been, had a great time, man. It was good to, really just, let the people know your story. I learned some stuff. I'm sure the listeners and the viewers learned some things about you. And man, we got your back, bro. We got your back. Whatever we can do, man. So,
and that's the part with me that matters. When I'm on the streets or I'm in the grocery store, somebody say, "Hey, you're doing a great job." That overwhelms me, because when people can say you're doing a great job, they're not making that up. Keep up the good work, Eric. You're doing a great job in Ross Township. And that little things like that was make me want to get up in the morning and do the job and continue to do the job, brother. But again, Corey, man, I appreciate the hospitality, man, to come on, man, and be the first politician on your show. We got to get face to face. That's what I want. I want that face to face, man, like Wolf did.
Yeah. Over one of them Wilford Owen cigars, man.
Yeah, that's my man, Wolf, man. Hey, another supporter of mine. We support each other, and we grew up together, man. And Wolf doing great things right now. I know this show ain't about him, but I always give praise to my guys, man. They're doing work, man, great work. And if you know Wolf history, you know his past, it ain't nothing but the grace of God, brother.
Absolutely.
You gotta keep faith, man. Keep that faith and keep waking up in the morning. That's what right, man. Keep your faith and keep waking up in the morning. You don't know the opportunities that God has in store for you, man, because I would never thought in a million years where God has showed favor, where he's put me in different positions in my life, man. And it's definitely a blessing, man. Like I say, I grew up in the projects, man. In the projects. We lived in Dormella. We lived in Duneland. We lived in Ivanhoe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a product of all that. All that made me a better man, a better person. My parents, my mom, keeping her foot on our necks as young men, young black men growing up in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, man. And people tell me all the time, I know my parents are proud of me and looking down on me, because I'm gonna leave you with this and I'm done. That was another motivation for me. I lost my mom. I lost my dad when I was 23. 3 days before my birthday. He died the 25th of June, 1997. 3 years later, I was 27. I lost my mom in 2000. So I tell people all the time, Corey, man, if I can get through that, if I can get through losing my parents, man, within 3 years apart, it's nothing in life that I can't conquer, man. Ain't nothing in life I can't conquer. That really prepared me and made me a stronger individual, man. I'm a very strong individual. And with saying that, man, keep your faith, man. Keep waking up in the morning, brother.
Man. Whoa. Man, we could go on and on and on, man. That's gonna be for the face to face, man. I want to give the people a little preview. This a little preview. So yes, you know when we drop that live conversation, man, sitting on the couch, man, we'll be able to kind of look back at this, man, and give the people something that they can remember, man. So
appreciate
I will see you March 19th at your fundraising event. And in any other events that you got going on, give me the flyer. I'm definitely gonna support you. I'll throw them on here. Convo Cino, promote the events for you. Anything you need me to promote for you, bro, I got you.
I appreciate it, man. Respect, Corey. Always, bro. Always.
Much love, man. So,
later, brother.
All right, y'all. It's been another, Convo with Cino live. I had to hold it down solo. Y'all pray for 22, man. Check on your people. Tell somebody you love them, man, because tomorrow ain't promised. And again, man, just stay strong. Stay strong. Keep your mind strong. We live in a world right now where so much stuff is coming at you. The pressure of life, the pressure of family, friends, money, everything can really just have you pressured down, man. So just like he just said, man, keep your faith in God, man, and just love on your people, man. Help each other, because we all we got right now. You know what I'm saying? We all we got, man. So let's just love on each other, check on your people. And with that, it's your man Corey Williams, aka Cino. We out.
Peace.
Peace.